I am going to prove to you by using pure economics why mass deportation is bad, using no social issues even though they are important. Undocumented immigrants make up about 5% of the U.S. labor force, according to the Pew Research Center, and they tend to work in essential but low-skilled jobs that many Americans avoid, like agriculture, construction, food service, and cleaning. If mass deportation were to happen, it would create serious labor shortages in these industries. With fewer workers available, businesses would be forced to raise wages, which drives up the cost of labor. That cost gets passed on to consumers through higher prices for everyday goods and services. At the same time, having fewer workers means lower productivity. Businesses would produce less while paying more, which limits growth. And since undocumented immigrants often handle the lower-skilled jobs that keep things running, their absence would also make it harder for companies to expand and hire more skilled workers that Americans strive to be. So rather than creating opportunities for US-born workers, deportations would actually shrink them. In fact, both the National Bureau of Economic Research and the National Academy of Sciences have found that immigration supports economic growth without harming native-born employment. It's not just about jobs. Undocumented immigrants also contribute an estimated $11.7 billion a year in state and local taxes, according to the Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy. They pay into systems they can't even use, like Social Security and Medicare. Deporting millions would wipe out that tax revenue while increasing government costs for enforcement, detention, and legal action. That's a double hit for taxpayers. Less tax money means fewer funds for important public services, like fixing roads, improving schools, and running public transportation. Weaker schools mean American children are less prepared for the future. Poor public transit makes it harder for workers, especially skilled ones, to reach jobs, shrinking the hiring pool for businesses. And when the government spends less overall, the multiplier effect slows down too, meaning the whole economy loses momentum. All of this has a ripple effect. Fewer workers means fewer people spending money. That means less revenue for businesses, which means less hiring, lower wages, and less investment in innovation. Companies can't grow, goods stay expensive, and overall progress slows down. When people have less money, poverty rises, and with it, crime, especially in areas where schools, jobs, and services are already under strain. And higher crime doesn't just hurt communities, it drives away tourism, an industry worth over $2 trillion to the U.S. economy. Fewer tourists means fewer jobs in hospitality, food, and entertainment, causing even more economic damage. So when we talk about mass deportation, we're not just talking about immigrants. We're talking about a devastating chain reaction that leads to fewer jobs, higher prices, weaker schools, more crime, and a slower economy for everyone. In the end, mass deportation doesn't make America stronger. It makes everyone poorer.